Hello and welcome to Big Orbit's Cardfight Vanguard weekly update. My name is James and today's episode is a bit later than usual. I wasn't in on the Friday, but I will try and cover everything that's been shown even on Monday and the weekend. So starting off, we have Goddess of Milky Way, Pleione, who is for Genesis and has auto Vanguard Circle, Rear Guard Circle when placed. Look at the top 3 cards of your deck, put a card from among them into your soul and put the other 2 on the top of your deck in any order. Now this would be an excellent skill if she wasn't a grade 3, not to mention her not having the gift marker. She does finally give some use to Cumin's bounce ability though, to continue using her skill, but apart from that, she isn't very worthwhile. Battle Maiden Izuna Hime is a grade 2 with the first skill of auto rear guard circle when placed, Soul Blast 1. And she also has continuous rear guard circle. This unit gets plus 5000 power. A pretty simple unit, but effective when she keeps the power even on your opponent's turn. The payment for this big power is the Soul Blast. However, if you don't have any cards in your soul, you can call this without paying its cost. Strong Bow of Starry Nights Ulixes is another grade 2 for Genesis, but this time trying to fill the soul. His skill is auto rear guard circle at the end of the battle that it attacked a Vanguard. Cost, put this unit into your soul, draw a card and soul charge 1. He gets refunded with the draw, and soul charging 2 is nothing to be sniffed at with what we've been seeing so far of Genesis, as they do gather soul pretty slowly compared to something like Dark Irregulars. For Great Nature we have Tank Mouse. He's a grade 1 with 6000 power and auto rear guard circle once per turn. When the card is put from the drop zone into the deck, cost counterblast 1, and return that card to your hand. It could be considered a heavy cost, but you get to see what you'll draw before you decide to pay the cost. So if you mill any heal triggers, perfect guards of grade 3s, this could be well worth getting the benefits of that draw, even with the low power of this unit. Toolbox Wallaby is a grade 2 with auto. When it intercepts, this unit gets plus 10,000 shield until the end of the battle. Not exciting, but useful for XL. On to Gear Chronicle, we have their first grade 4 interdimensional dragon, Idealized Dragon. He's a triple R. He doesn't have a gift icon, which is really nice to see as they won't be able to exploit Lost Legend to get 3 gift markers in one turn. His skill is auto Vanguard Circle when placed, activate all the effects below, according to some of the grades of the face-up cards in your bind zone. 1 or more, your opponent chooses one of his or her rear guards and puts it to the bottom of their deck. 5 or more, call the top card of your deck to rear guard circle, and 11 or more, call 2 cards from your drop zone to rear guard circle, and 3 of your rear guards get plus 5000 power until the end of the turn. I'm very glad that they are going for the playstyle of getting the bind zone to a certain amount. At max, this is thinning your opponent's field a little bit and gets around Promised Order, as well as filling up your field nicely. It does force you to call if you meet the requirements, which means potentially calling over your already existing rear guards. It does incentivize you to not normally ride, as you would not be able to ride down and get any more gifts, but you will lose the defensive power of the grade 4 if you use Lost Legends skill. A grade 2 for Gear Chronicle is Steam Hunter Labbit. Her skill is auto rear guard circle when placed from hand, cost bind a card from your drop zone, and this unit gets plus 3000 power until the end of the turn. Binding a card is basically not a cost, as it helps you more than anything. It does mean you can't get that card back, but if you want to accelerate to that 11 sum of grades in your bind zone, this is going to be needed. The plus 3000 power isn't that important, but allowing you to attack a force grade 3 is nice. Like last week, this is more Chronofang support in premium. Another grade 2 that helps with the binding is Lost Break Dragon, a double R with auto Vanguard Circle, Rear Guard Circle when placed from hand, cost, bind the card from your hand and draw a card. And he also has continuous rear guard circle during your turn. If you have a face-up card in your bind zone, this unit gets plus 3000 power. This is a bit more useful than binding from your drop zone, as you can still use cards from your drop zone. Also, if you're low on high grades, this can help you search for them to activate Lost Legends Pseudo Stride skill. Wedge Move Dragon is a sort of V-Series Pseudo Stride fodder card. It's a grade 1 with auto Vanguard Circle. When its attack hits, cost bind a card from your hand and draw a card. It can't use this ability while boosting a successful attack, but still useful, as you can give him a force gift or 2. The second ability is Continuous Hand. When this card would be discarded, it may be discarded as a grade 3. This is the Pseudo Stride fodder ability, as you can use this to activate Lost Legends skill to search your deck for a grade 4 and ride it. Though by looks of it, you should be able to still use this in premium for actual stride fodder as well. The Steam Scaler Kalane is a grade 1. They have auto rearguard circle when it boosts, costs Soul Blast 1, Until the end of the battle, your opponent cannot intercept and can only call up to 3 Guardians. At the end of the battle, bind this unit. If Gear Chronicle gets some really high powered units, only being able to call up to 3 Guardians could really hurt when this boosts a Vanguard, especially if that Vanguard already has another form of guard restricting. Bear Lock is a G Guardian promo for Gear Chronicle with continuous G-Zone. Duration Break 1, you may call this card face down with bind one of your rear guards with the sum of their grades being 3 or more. Then it has Auto Guardian Circle. When placed, this unit gets plus 5000 shield for each card bound for the cost of calling it. So you can bind more than a grade 3's worth, so if you wanted you could bind your whole field, which would actually be quite good in premium for Geese and Chronofang, and seeing as you can set up on your opponent's turn, that makes it even better. View Trial Deck 8 has been announced now. This is Chocolade Melody for Bermuda Triangle. It will have a Valentine's Day theme throughout the deck. We don't know the name of the main unit, or really any of the other units in the deck, though it will be Bermuda's first entry into V-Series. All of the images and names for the VRs of VBTO3 have now been revealed. We have Monarch Sanctuary Alfred for Royal Paladin, Detonics Drill Dragon for Narukami, Pentagonal Magus for Oracle Think Tank, Covert Demonic Dragon Megatsu Storm for Nubatama, a unit that has been changed from Murakumo, and finally Raven-Haired Ezel for Gold Paladin. And that is everything for this week. I'm afraid next episode will be late as well, but it should be done. But it will essentially be 2 weeks worth of cards next week Friday. So look out for that. And be sure to let me know your feelings on the new cards shown today. Hopefully we'll get to see a VR or two throughout that time. So be sure to check that out, and I hope to see you next time. Bye.